Hello and welcome back to Get Up and Game. My name is Josh, and no, this is not another ASMR video, but I am up early on an Easter morning, and I'm hoping to sneak in a game before we have to get ready for church and family celebrations today. But I have to talk very, very quietly or I will wake up my boy. So hopefully this will be an enjoyable, chill game. I'm also going to try to play very quickly, and I'm not going to be able to edit this because I'm hoping to get this out this morning before church. So it's going to be a little bit of a different video, but I've just been really wanting to make this video all weekend, and I have not had time. So hoping to get it in this morning. So I'm going to be playing Jean Grey Phoenix in leadership against Hela. And I am playing her in standard, but I have kicked the deck up a notch using the Exodus modular encounter set as well as the horror modular encounter set. So it's been quite a bit more challenging playing it that way. It's been a lot of fun. I've played this matchup a few times over the weekend. Just never had a time when I could film it. So we're just going to try to play quickly but quietly, looking for my setup pieces, things like Moira McTaggart. This is a horrendously awful. I don't want any of these cards. Maybe Nick. Looking for Moira, X-Gene, Clarity of Purpose, just resources, setup pieces, Avengers Mansion, double resources would be nice. Okay, well there's Clarity. So really, just a really bad opening hand here. We don't care about any of our, this should be flipped over with 4 counters on it. We don't care about any of our Phoenix events because they're just kind of terrible until she gets unleashed. I mean, we'll use them if we need to, but pretty much just want to get Clarity out, and I don't care about any of the rest of this stuff. So we are going to flip over, and we're just going to use these 4. Well, we'll use these 3 and a counter to play Nick. We're going to draw 3 more cards. Hopefully we can find something useful. There's the Professor, Telekinetic Shield, and White Hot Room. All right, I'd like to take Garm out first thing, and I think I can do that. First, let's get Clarity of Purpose. If I play that, can I still play the Telekinetic Shield? Yes, I can. So we're going to use the White Hot Room to get Clarity down. We're going to use that for a resource. Going to bring us down to 8, along with the Professor to play a Telekinetic Shield. We're going to have Phoenix attack to break Garm's Tough, and then we're going to use Nick to attack with a Last Stand, which will be enough to take Garm out. So now we can thwart the side scheme if we want to. If you happen to have not seen Hela, basically there's a big minion in a side scheme, and then once you defeat them, there's another big minion in a side scheme. Once you defeat them, there's another big minion in a side scheme. Once you defeat them, you rescue Odin, and then you can defeat Hela to win the game. So that did take Nick out. That was an awful lot of effort just to kill Garm, but that was what I had in my hand. So at least I have a Telekinetic Shield in play to protect me. So we draw our next hand. We get Maria, Beast, Eternity. I know the Cosmic Entities aren't great, but I actually don't mind Eternity. I think this one's a pretty good one to use if we can get it in there. It's more of a fun thing, just to hope that you happen to get this as your encounter card. I know it's not the best card in the world. Wow, not the best hand either. All right, this goes up by 2 because of the acceleration from the first side scheme. Hela is attacking. We're just going to take it for 1. This card gains boost icons equal to the number of side schemes. There are 0, so she's only hitting us for 1. And that's just going to go on our shield, so that's not bad. And then we draw the Acolyte Frenzy, and this is just going to surge into her crown. Ugh. So she's going to be scheming for more, and when she schemes, she gets an extra boost card for the next activation. Okay, so don't care about mental paralysis. I wouldn't mind getting Eternity going. And so if we played Maria, I have 2 resources here I could use to play Maria. And then that would draw us another card. Or I could just make the call for Nick again, along with the mental paralysis and beast, and I could probably still play one of these. Let's do that. So I'm playing quickly, so I'm not going to think too hard about it. Normally I edit out a lot of my thinking and take a lot of time to make playthroughs. But I'm going to do this one a little bit more on the camera and a little bit more quickly. So it's 2 resources, 3, 4 for make the call. Let's bring Nick back out. Keep bringing him out of the discard pile, drawing 3 cards. All right, so we have used our resources on the table, and I think I took that damage for that. So now if we were to, I still have Phoenix to activate. Let's just go ahead and remove the 3 off the main. Let's keep that nice and low. We have Nick. Oh, actually, yeah, that's fine. So we have Nick. So what I like to do with this setup is to try to bring out the next minion and immediately defeat it if I can. So actually, let me quickly, let's not be in too big of a hurry to do that. I might need her to break a tough, because then we could, see, the next one has 5 hit points. So if I thwarted that away, Nick could hit it for 2. And then I could, or I could just attack it with a telekinetic attack. That would be a way to handle it. And that would leave me with not much else to do. I don't need to be in a big hurry to move on, so I guess I shouldn't rush. So what if we use these 2 to play Maria, and then we play Eternity? Let's do that. Let's do that. So we're going to use these 2. We draw a Mockingbird. Yep, we'll just use those 2 to shuffle the Eternity in the deck, and just for fun, hope that it pops out at the right time. And I'm not looking. You'll just have to trust me. All right. I don't know where that is. Now we have, wait, what did I put Maria in the discard pile when I was playing her. That's what I get for playing in a hurry. Okay, now let's use, yeah, we'll go ahead and use Phoenix to lower this. We'll use Maria to get this close for when we are ready to clear it. And we'll just have Nick attack for 2. We'd like to bring her down. If she gets a lot of her attachments, or if we just want to get them off of her, we can go ahead and knock her out. That would be nice. All right, I think that's done, other than the consequential damage. So drawing 5, double, Cyclops, nice, Psychic Blast, Psychic Kicker, there we go, and Telepathic Trickery. So this is making me really want to get Unleashed, which I'm not quite going to be able to do just yet, but the way I've been playing this matchup is pretty much getting Unleashed as quickly as I can. I really want to make good use of her events. She's attacking, I'm going to block with Nick. Oh, there goes Exodus. Hopefully we don't see him. He is horrendously awful, but he makes for a really fun challenge. Particularly in this matchup, he brings the psionic shields with him, and when they go on Hela's minions, it's really crazy. Makes it tough. All right, my encounter card, yeah, I put 2 on there, right? Oh, speaking of that, but this is just gonna surge into, oh, now she has her cloak. She can't be stunned or confused. Okay, so we need to think about dealing 6 damage to Hela and getting rid of this stuff. So if I played Cyclops, I could get a lot of work done with a Psychic Kicker. We could actually knock Hela out if that's the direction we want to go. Or we could bring out the next minion and side scheme easily enough, and then Cyclops could take them out, and I could just ping the tough. I also have the Psychic, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get Unleashed just yet, so let's just think about getting Cyclops out. We can spend 2 resources here, plus, say, the Psychic Blast would play Cyclops. What does that leave me? I could play the Psychic Kicker, and I could still do the Telepathic Trickery just to remove some threat. I don't really have much else to do, or I could do some damage to Hela. No, I think we'll just do that. So we're gonna do 1 resource here, and the Clarity of Purpose, take a damage down to 6, And the Psychic Blast plays Cyclops. When he comes out, we get 2 more counters, but they're going to go away when he leaves, so be careful with that. And then I think we'll just use Maria to finish off Nipalhulir. So when this leaves play, we get Scourge comes out and Galler Brew. So now instead of an acceleration, it's an amplify. This one has 4 threat on it. We defeated a side scheme, so I'm just going to put a counter in there to remind us that she gets 2 more health, and her stats are now boosted by 1, and various other effects are now boosted. He has toughness, but we're just going to use Phoenix to knock the toughness off. Cyclops is going to attack him for 2, Psychic Kicker to ready him. He's going to attack for 4 because this gives him +2 to his next activation, which will be enough to just take him right off the board. Though Cyclops did activate twice. So I really love this version of leadership with the Psychic Kickers. And did we see, yeah, the Last Stand is in here. Yeah, just a lot of burst damage. It makes for a really fun matchup against Hela because you can bring these guys out and then just immediately massacre them. And we'll just go ahead and play Telepath Trickery to move 4 threat from a scheme. We can't stun or confuse anybody because we're not unleashed. And I could clear this immediately, but then that's just going to bring out worse things. So let's just go ahead and clear the main. And I think we're just going to stay up. And Telekinetic Shield is going to take the hit for us. Another Psychic Kicker, Moira. Team Building, Rise from the Ashes, and Energy. So I'm not probably going to get to make use of Psychic Kicker. Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right, so this is only going up by 1 now, but she is attacking for 2 plus an amplify, but we're just going to let the Telekinetic Shield hit that. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's definitely enough to take this out. And our encounter card is, oh, she's attacking us again. Well, if I block with Cyclops, that is going to take away 2 of my counters, which means I could get unleashed pretty much immediately if I wanted to. There's only 1 threat on the main. I could flip down. Okay, we're just going to block with Cyclops. Attacking for a decent amount. If it defeats an ally, place 2 threat on the main scheme. Well, that was bad luck. Because it does defeat an ally. He leaves play, takes 2 counters with him. And it is back to us. So I'd like to get Team Building out. It helps pay for the Psionic cards as well as the X-Men allies. And then that would leave me, I could spend my last counter to get Rise from the Ashes on the board. Though I do kind of want to play Moira, because I prefer to play this deck flipping up and down. I haven't been able to do it this game. But if I want to go Unleashed, which I think I do, and then we're just going to try to rush through the rest of this, could be a really fun way to play it. And if we lose, we lose. Or I could just use the Clarity of Purpose to play Rise and hold on to that counter and get Unleashed next turn. Yeah, I guess there's no reason to get Unleashed right before I'm about to end my turn. So let's play Team Building. That won't help pay for any of these cards, unfortunately, but it's nice to have. And then we could use, oh, actually, could use the Kicker, this and this to pay for Rise and hold on to Moira, flip down. That's what I'm going to do. So we are going to get Unleashed even after what I just said. Before I do that, we're going to remove this threat, though. We're going to exhaust to thwart. And now we are Unleashed. So that was 1 resource. We're going to use Clarity and the Psychic Kicker to get Rise from the Ashes on the table for when I inevitably do get knocked down. Here's my damage for Clarity. We're going to flip down. I'm going to hold on to Moira because I'd like to play this. And that is going to be it. So we're just going to see how this plays out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we might, can we play Moira and the Mansion? I think we might be able to, we'll see. So this goes up by 1. Now she's going to scheme for a decent amount here. So she's 1, 2, 3 plus an amplify, 4, 5. Ugh, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that was awful. And she gets a face down boost card for her next activation thanks to her crown. So that's all bad. And take 1 indirect damage. We're taking 2 indirect damage total. Down to 3. All right. Now, definitely want to play Moira while we're down here. If I recover, I'll have an extra counter, which will give me the resources to play the Mansion. Or I could play Cloak. No, I think the Mansion, and then from there we'll really be able to push. So we're going to go ahead and recover. Up to 6. That's going to get us a counter here. We're going to flip up. When we do, it's going to let Moira draw us a card. Getting Black Panther. Oh, that's interesting. Could get him down before my discard pile reshuffles here. I have 2 resources to pay for him. And then say these 2. Oh, but I really want to play the Mansion. But I'm going to be taking a big hit here because she has an extra boost. I do have Rise from the Ashes, but I don't want to go all the way from 6 to 0. So let's see. We'll probably just play Cloak then and use him to block. So let's do Clarity and the Phoenix Force counter here to play. Oh, I have 1 card. Is it an event? Is it worth it? I'm just playing him as a cheap blocker. Oh, what's the best way to do this here? It's hard to make these decisions very quickly. I normally very much take my time when I'm playing. I really just want the Mansion, darn it, but I'm afraid I'm going to take a huge hit here and get knocked out, which I guess is what Rise from the Ashes is for. Black Panther could get a Last Stand or a Psychic Kicker. We could do a bunch of damage. Not really, or he could thwart for a ton. That's kind of where we're at, really. But then he's going to go away if I use a Psychic Kicker on him. And then I still don't have a blocker. I think that's just what we're going to do, though. Let's do, so I did 2 resources so far. I need 2 more for Panther. We'll do these 2. I keep coming back to just wanting to play the darn Mansion. And he is going to get Psychic Kicker. We're going to thwart for 2. He takes 2 for that. And then we're going to use a Psychic Kicker on him. I already have one in my hand. I just don't know what the best way to handle this turn was. I had a lot of different ways to go, and we're just going to thwart for 4. That's just what we're going to do. That's how we're going to play it. I don't know. There's probably a much better way to do that, but kind of in a hurry. And we're just not going to worry about these. And I'm hoping with the reshuffle and being unleashed that you can use Phoenix's powerful effects to get through the next couple of side schemes and win the game. But I don't know. The timing is tricky for sure. And this deck is designed to give me a lot of options with all the make the calls and various card draw. Makes it difficult to play on the fly. 3, 4, 5. Well, I did get a telekinetic attack, so we're going to be able to take out the next big one. I really don't like mental paralysis. It's her 1 card I do not enjoy much at all. Okay, so this is getting 1. She's attacking for a ton because she's going to have 2 boosts and an amplify. So she's attacking for 1, 2 boosts. They're both going to amplify, so I'm almost guaranteed to get knocked out. So I might as well just take the hit and use the Rise from the Ashes to come back. And then telekinetic attack to do a big hit if we want to. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna take this. Oh my goodness, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is enough to knock us out. Rise from the Ashes will bring us back from the grave at full health. That is removed from the game, and we have 2 encounter cards. She is going to attack us again. It's also going to place 1 threat on each side scheme. Let me do that now before I forget. Well, I'm at full health, but this is still going to be a big hit. So it's going to be 2 plus an amplified boost. I don't really want to exhaust to defend, but I think I'd better. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I take 2 damage, down to 7. And my other card is placing 2 threat on the main scheme. Okay, well that could have been worse. So back to me, I have no power counters. I do have team building and clarity of purpose. So I could get Beast on the table, not likely to get to play X-Gene, so that would be 4 resources here, get a double. I can still play telekinetic attack to knock her out and get her stuff gone. That seems like a good turn. So let's do that. We're gonna take a damage with clarity, down to 6. Gonna use team building to reduce the cost of an X-Men. Use these 2 cards to play Beast. We're gonna go find double resource. Oh, and look what is sitting on top of the encounter deck. If I could find a way to stun or confuse her, then I could manipulate that into being my encounter card, but unfortunately that doesn't appear to be happening. All right, we're gonna play telekinetic attack, dealing 9 damage with overkill, which will be enough to knock her out, which will remove her crown and her cloak, which is nice. She flips over, and now she doesn't attack for nearly as much until we defeat a side scheme, and then she comes back. So now, all that's left to do is to have Beast. Let's go ahead and start working on this. We gotta start pushing forward. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to make this my encounter card, but at least we know we're going to take a very weak hit because she's attacking for 0, and that's a boost for 0, so that's still valuable information. Would have preferred it at the encounter card, would have been so cool, but you know, that's why we don't play with the cosmic entities. Make the call, telekinetic attack, strength, telepathic trickery. If I would have had this 1 turn sooner. Okay, we can do a bunch of damage, or okay. So this goes up. She's attacking for 1 plus 0, 1. Just gonna take that hit down to 5. And then my counter card is, oh, she's gonna scheme for 0, 0. Yeah, baby, that's what you wanna see. All right, now maybe we're in a position to get something done. So we need to clear this side scheme, and then a really big minion is coming out, 6 health and toughness, but we could kill it with the big telekinetic attack. But can we remove 3 threat and still kill it in one shot is the thing, because this would remove the threat. I could use team building to pay for this, so yeah, and then Phoenix can ping or Beast could ping the tough. Ooh, let's do it. So we're gonna do telepathic trickery, remove 4 threat from a scheme. We're gonna clear this. When this defeats, we're gonna put, she has 2 counters. Oh, well, she'll have 2 counters on her other side. She is gonna flip. Let's just kind of remember to do everything here. Nidhogg comes out with toughness. We get the Hall of Nastrand with 5 threat, and it's now a hazard. That's not great. But when we clear this, we get to rescue Odin, and then when we defeat Hela, we win the game. But now she is attacking harder. All right, I think that was, oh, and she's stunned and confused because I'm unleashed. Oh, I've really come around on Phoenix. I've been playing her a lot this weekend to get ready for this video that didn't end up coming about like I wanted it to, but still making it. And man, I'm really liking Phoenix. She came in really low in my rankings. I said I liked her, but you know, when you play a hero a lot, that pretty much always makes you like them more. All right, so now we need to take off his toughness, and we can use the team building, and I could use clarity, but there's no good reason to take the damage. I'll just use these 2 to do a telekinetic attack. Deals 9 damage with overkill, so that's 6 through him, 3 more, so she should be up to 12 actually, and then she's going to take 3 overkill, so she's down to 9. And we've used Beast. We haven't used Phoenix yet, so let's just go ahead and attack for 3 more, because basically what we're going to need to do is remove this 5 threat and then win the game. and I can't remove this 5 threat right now, so let's get her close, and let's try to remove this and defeat her immediately, is the plan. She's stunned and confused. I think I'm going to flip down so that I can draw some more cards and make use of Moira and stuff. So we're going to flip, draw 6. Mockingbird, Phoenix. What I really like to see is some threat removal for, well, there's Maria, that's good. Threat removal. Okay. So this is going up to 6. She's confused. And our counter card is going to surge into, oh, the Mojo Files. This is going to surge, but now the minions have Quick Strike. Glad I got all the big ones. This is another reason why I like this with Hela, is if this comes out early, all of her big minions come out with Quick Strike, which is really fun. But it lets me attack minions without taking consequential damage, but that does surge into Occultist, which has Quick Strike. No! So he's going to activate against me, so he's going to scheme for 1, and then he's going to bring out the stupid Kraken because he has Quick Strike. That was some unfortunate timing, and I know we saw him earlier. So he comes in with Quick Strike. Oh wait, no. Quick Strike doesn't trigger in Alter Ego. Oh, okay, we're fine. That was close, I caught it. It was a really good time to flip down then. Okay, we're okay. I slowed it down, I caught it. So I think we're good then. He just came in and yeah, that was the end of that. Whew, we got lucky there. Okay, so now we do want to kill the Cultist if we're not going to win this turn, because we'd much rather deal with him than the Kraken. So we need to remove 5 threat. Basically what we need to do is remove 5 threat and deal 6 damage. So we could play Maria. Don't really have an easy way. I have ways to do the damage, I think, because like Phoenix Firebird, if, oh no, I don't have any power counters. So that's not helpful. Make the call. Do I have Nick? Nick is my fixer. Oh, I got nobody. All my allies are still on my deck. That's not great. I am going to draw a card when I flip up. I don't think I want to recover. The power counter would be nice, but I think my 3 attack is going to be useful. Ah, stupid Cultist. I really feel like I need to kill him. Because when the Kraken comes in, it is going to have Quick Strike, so I don't want that to happen. She's already stunned, so I don't need to worry about Mockingbird. I have nothing to make the call. I'm just trying to figure out my options here. They're not great. I definitely want to play Maria. I'm going to basically draw 2 cards, so I don't know for sure what my options are. But since I don't have a power counter, I was trying to decide if it's worth recovering, because give me a power counter, but then I could use it to ready, so it's almost a free heal, though I do have to spend a resource on this. I could use Clarity to pay for that. I am not going to recover. I'm going to save my 3 health. So we're going to flip up, draw a card with Moira. Oh, Mind Control. I could just Mind Control the Mystic. That's one option. And then he won't activate against me. That's a very, very expensive way to deal with him, but it is an option. But we are going to play Maria. I'm going to use Clarity for sure, because I don't want to figure out if I have room to spend my cards. So that's 1, and then we're definitely not going to play Mockingbird, I think. So that's 2. And there's my boy waking up. Draw a card, Psychic Blast. Oh, there's my Cultist solution. I got to go and get him. I'll be right back. All right, well, I don't need to be quiet anymore because everybody is up. Well, we are still going to finish this game because I think we're just 2 turns away from wrapping this up. So just going to see if we can't finish this off. I've really been enjoying this matchup over the weekend, and hopefully we'll get a win on this one. It's been pretty tough in most of them. So now that we have this Psychic Blast, that solves our Cultist problem and gets Hela really close to being defeated. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to set her up, survive the villain phase, and then finish the whole thing off next turn. So that's the plan. So we can use Team Building Exercise and the Leadership Training we're not going to need to play Psychic Blast, deal 4 damage to the villain, and since we're Unleashed, it will also deal 4 damage to each minion engaged with you. Absolutely incredible. Her Unleashed form is so much fun. So down to 2. So that takes care of that. And then we can use Maria and Beast. That is going to finish Beast off. To take 4 off the Hall, putting 1, leaving 1 on it. Beast goes away. And then I think just to finish things off for the turn, we're going to use these 2 to bring out a telekinetic shield. We're only at 4. She is stunned, but we're getting 2 encounter cards. So, you know, who knows what's going to happen. Minions have quick strike, so it's good to have telekinetic shield. We're not going to hold on to mind control, so we shouldn't need it. And Phoenix is just going to remove 1 threat just to be absolutely safe, I guess, because we'll be able to attack Hela. She's at 2, so we'll be able to finish her off with our 3 attack and shouldn't have too much trouble removing this 1 threat. So theoretically, this should wrap things up for us to ready everything up. And Isaac's having breakfast, so he's enjoying that. He had a very nice Easter basket to wake up to. He's very excited about his new puzzles and all the fun things we got for him. So hopefully we have what we need to end the game, and then we can get on with our lovely Easter morning. So 1 threat goes on. The main is up to 7 of 18. Hela is stunned, so she can't attack us. We do have 2 encounter cards. Minions have quick strikes, so let's keep all that in mind. First encounter card is Caught Off Guard. We are going to lose, we'll just lose Moira. We're not going to get any more use out of her. We didn't get much use out of her this game. I've been making better use out of her in some of the other games. I do really like that card, but we don't need it now. And, oh, Hela is going to scheme for 3 plus 2 more is 5. Oh, that's how you want to see that card when you're playing Phoenix. My goodness. So let's see. This is up to 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me clean this up a little bit. So 12 of 18. That's not scary, but should be okay. And we have that. So now we just need to remove this threat. It is going to give Hela 2 more health. If I had remembered that, I would have attacked her with Phoenix to get her down to 3. Instead of removing that 1 threat, but I think we'll be okay. Bless you, my dear. And so I'm just gonna get situated so I will figure out. So I'm gonna have to remove that threat. We can have Maria do that, and then we can just make the call. Oh, we're gonna have Odin. So we're gonna be just fine. So yeah, so Maria is gonna remove the threat from the Hall of Masterend. When defeated, the first player detaches Odin from the main scheme and takes control of him. Deal each player 1 face down encounter card. So that goes away. Hela gets, she's got 3 side schemes in the victory display now. And she gets 2 more health, up to 4. But we get Odin, who is attacking for 3. Maria goes away. And we just need to deal 4 damage, which isn't hard to do. That is a total of 6. And there we go. We got a lovely win with Phoenix in leadership against Hela with the Exodus and Horror modular encounter sets. This was one of the easier times I've had with this matchup. I've lost it a couple times. The last time I played it, Shadows came out and it really slowed me down. This was the first one I didn't have to fight Exodus in. He really gives you a lot of trouble because he comes in with a Psionic Shield, so you gotta take him out twice. Really makes this for a fun matchup. I highly recommend it. But I want to thank you for joining me on this lovely morning, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy Easter if you are one who celebrates Easter. And I just really appreciate you being here with me this morning. So I look forward to seeing you next time we get up in game. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.